Hello, students. 3.25 wants us to distinguish, which means tell the difference between a diploid and a haploid nuclei. So what this is asking us is it's asking about the chromosome numbers. So remember, chromosomes are stored in your nucleus in eukaryotes, and it can either have a diploid or a haploid number of chromosomes. So what does that even mean? So I'm sure you're familiar with the prefix, whoops, and that's not a very good circle. The prefix di means two, right? Disaccharides, I can't think of any more. So yeah, dinosaur, no. So it stands for two. So that means that there's two of something. So let's look at this. So in your cells, there is a nucleus with your genetic information. So these are where the chromosomes are. And if you remember, when we talked about chromosomes, we said your mother gave you one and your dad gave you one. So let's pretend that's chromosome number 1. And then for chromosome number 2, you have one from your mom, one from your dad. And then from chromosome number 3, you got one from your mom and one from your dad. All the way down to chromosome number 22, you got one from your mom, one from your dad. Then you've got these things called sex chromosomes for pair 23, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So basically, there's 23 sets of chromosomes. And each one of those sets contain 2 chromosomes. So that's what diploid means. So we often refer to a diploid by using the notation 2n, where 2 is the di, and n is the number of individual chromosomes. So you have 1 through 23 types of chromosomes. So in humans, n equals 23, and then 2 times 23 is 46. So in humans, our diploid number is 46. All right, so every single cell in your body has a diploid number of 46, except 2 types. One type are the red blood cells. So red blood cells, I probably should have drawn that red, are shaped kind of like this. Not a great picture, but they have this kind of like a donut where it's concave in the middle. And the reason it has this shape is it does not have a nucleus. So its chromosome number is 0. There are 0 chromosomes in a red blood cell. RBC, red blood cell. The other type of cell that doesn't have a diploid number 2n, in humans 46, are gametes. So gametes is another name for sperm and egg. So gametes are your sex cells. So during the process of meiosis, which we'll talk about in great detail, we go from a 2n, 46, and eventually end up with an n, 23. So in the egg and in the sperm of individuals, there are 23 chromosomes, individuals, no pair, all by them lonesome self. And the reason that is because if we didn't have the number, if we didn't cut 46 in half and create 23, then we would have way too many chromosomes, right? So this is like a perfect situation. You have an egg with 23, you have a sperm with 23, they get together and they make a human that has 46 chromosomes, just like it's supposed to have. So that is the difference between a diploid and a haploid nucleus.